Hello, Geneva. I'm Mayor Kevin Burns, and this is another edition of Business Beat. And I'm at the iconic, the extraordinary, the delectable, the undeniably most delicious place in all of downtown Geneva, Graham's Chocolate, and its owner,
fabulous.
Bob Untied.
Thanks,
Bob,
Kevin.
how are you?
You were too cool. Thank
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, glad you guys could come out today.
Oh, it's very exciting.
Yeah,
everybody knows about Graham's Chocolate.
Oh, we like to think so.
Everybody knows about it. But what they don't probably know is 25-year celebration in Geneva.
This is true.
Isn't that amazing?
Oh, yes.
And it seems like yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your secret?
I don't know. I eat about a quarter pound of chocolate
Do you?
a day. You know?
There's no way. You're as thin as a rail.
I know.
It's incredible.
I must run it off or worry it off or something.
You must.
Yeah.
So Graham's has clearly, I think, helped define what Geneva's all about.
Nice.
I think you and your store represent the generosity and the excitement of what downtown Geneva is all about. And because Graham's is so closely linked with our community, I think there's a very special relationship. And when you come either north or south on 3rd Street, whether it's the winter time, whether it's summertime, spring or fall, there's people gobbling up all your goods. What's that all about?
You're flattering me. This is way too cool. No,
so all year round, people are devouring all your goodies. The ice cream, the candies, or they're watching your staff make them. So what's the secret behind the Untieds and Graham's Chocolate?
Oh, Kevin, you're so cool. Basically that's our prayer that happens.
Yeah. It's happening.
It's great. Hopefully you'll find everybody behind the counter has got a passion for what we do.
It's obvious.
We love what's going on here in Geneva. I worked for a couple of candy companies in the city. My favorite place was working next door to a consulting firm.
Really?
And there was a candy consulting firm, if you can
oh my goodness,
know that there's such a thing. And what was great about working there is I didn't know anything about making candy when I started. And the guys next door would come over, and they were like reference books that would talk to me as I was making things. And really, in the first year, I probably went 10 years into the future while working with them, and it was just a beautiful thing. It's like Vladimir Ashkenazi is going to teach you how to play violin, and he's going to be there every day. You know,
unbelievable.
So, needless to say, it was really in my blood from that point on.
So one day, you and Mrs. Untied wake up and say, "Let's open a store."
Yes.
I mean, was this a weak moment of yours, or was this like, we got to do this?
Well, it's probably always there in the back of my mind to do something on my own. When I was a kid, I used to have Kool-Aid stands and things like that. Yeah, and I was just like the kid in the neighborhood that would always try something entrepreneurial, and I knew something like that. If I did that, it would involve my family.
Of course.
And how great to have your kids working with you and your wife. So, 1987, my dad passed away, and this was kind of like a motivation to do something.
Okay.
It just gave me the concept, the idea that life is short. It ends at some point.
Sure does.
So that was the time, and I wanted to do it. And I started looking around Chicago and looked on the North Shore, looked at all different places, and Geneva was just the coolest place. And
that was a long time ago.
Yeah, this 25 years
Unbelievable.
ago. We thought we would give it a try, and there was a candy shop across the street at the Berry House.
I remember that.
Cool.
Of course.
Cool. Yeah. And we knew if we ever opened up in town there, we would probably, give them some competition.
Sure.
So I went in there and I told them, I said, hey, would you ever want to learn how to make candy? I could teach you how to do it. I thought that would be a great idea for them.
Right.
And they kind of thought about it, and they said, well, do you want to buy our inventory and just start here? And
really?
I said that would be really cool, and really that moved me into doing it. And little did I know, though, Geneva was the greatest place that I could have ever opened up a shop. People took on to us, and they're so proud of things that are made here in town. Everybody in town became an ambassador for us, and it was just so wonderful. We hear, like you said earlier, we're associated with Geneva as you think of Geneva, you think
it's
of
unbelievable.
Graham's. We hear that all the time, but anytime somebody tells me that, it's like the first time I've ever heard that. It's just so exciting to know that.
Well, I'll tell you, from experience that I oftentimes will order little thank you cards from you with our chocolate, and I send these thank you cards to folks who have come to Geneva, and not only is it charming and special, but of course it's delicious. It's unbelievable. So people thank me for sending them the thank you cards. So it's awesome. Yeah,
Nice.
it's wonderful.
It's a wonderful thing.
It is.
Just back
it
and
is.
forth.
Now there's a lot that has changed in 25 years.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
But in terms of this physical space, but the essence of what you do has not changed.
Great. I'm glad to hear you say that. Yeah, we try everything that we make, even the new candies, new truffles, and things like that that we're coming out with. We really are very concerned as to how people accept it, how it tastes, the ingredients that we use for it. It's just a personal connection that we have for
quality is everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I don't. People ask me, well, why don't you get bigger? Why don't you have 10 different stores, or all kinds of things? I had a friend tell me, do one of two things: either stay small, just stay the one store.
Right.
Or get hundreds and hundreds of stores, because anything in between is just a struggle. And I really thought about it. I said, staying small is so cool, because when you come into the shop, you're looking at the guy that started the place.
Exactly.
You're looking at the guy that's probably
you haven't aged a day, by the way.
Thanks, you're so cool. And what a thrill that is, because the products that I put together, the ingredients that I buy, the nuts and things like that, and then you're right there. You're the end user.
Right.
How cool to be connected with that.
That's very
so
cool. And I must say that your staff is always so friendly, personable, and they're such a warm greeting when you. What's the key there? Because you got a lot of high school kids and college kids working with you.
Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah.
And they've worked here since day one. Where it's I've been there 7 years, and I come back every summer.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh man, I just love how that from the top down.
Oh, it's awesome.
We've got wonderful, right. My immediate, supervisors and things like that that I work with are just fabulous people. They do wonderful things for us, and then that trickles down into the kids. We have a love for everybody that's working here.
It's obvious. It's obvious.
That's
really obvious. Cool. Now, of course, the viewers don't want to hear us talk because they see everything happening behind us, and they're all getting hungry.
Yeah, nice.
So we want to make certain that everyone who's watching can experience what you provide. So would you mind taking us on a little tour?
Sure, I can do it.
Awesome.
That'd be great. Yeah.
So we're standing in the foyer, if I may use that term, of Graham's on beautiful 3rd Street in downtown Geneva. Now this building alone is beautiful.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Clearly. And what you've put into the building makes it even more so. And this is where people first walk to experience Graham's. And before we order and before we eat, we take a gander at these miracle workers who take nothing but cocoa and whatnot and create these extraordinary delicacies.
You are just the best, though, man.
So what are we witnessing right here?
Right now, on a daily basis, this is where everything starts. This is the kitchen. We love the fact that we've got all these windows here, and you can watch anything that's going on. It validates everything that's happening here.
Good point.
It shows you that it's made fresh. This, coming here is an event. You get to see all kinds of things going on. As you can see through the kitchen there, you got a lot of people doing strawberries or truffles or caramels, because most of our chocolates are all hand done. The truffles are too soft to put on an enrober, so they all have to be dipped by hand. Same with strawberries and that sort of thing. They're very delicate, and you can see with a lot of these ladies and gentlemen have been working here for quite a while. So.
It's amazing. We all aspire in the business world to have the corner office. Yeah. This is the office to have.
This is so
the
cool.
office to have.
I love it. All day long, you're watching people walking by. You watch the seasons change. You watch snow coming down.
Now, is it true that at the end of the day, you and Mrs. Untied lick the bowls?
I'm sorry, I burst your bubble on that one.
Shucks.
But you're more than welcome to join us sometime if you want to do that.
Dip the arm in.
Yeah, that would be fun. We should raffle a chance to do that.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
That would be.
Maybe it'll be sponsored by the Fox Valley Dental Society.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd love to do that.
You can tie in with anybody. But this is, when like I said, I started with working in a candy company in Skokie. The things that I learned there were just so fascinating. I've always had I've always been good at math and science in school, and here was a chance to do it. There's a lot of physics, a lot of.
Well, plus you're a musician.
Yeah, and plus I'm a musician.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I've got the artistic side of it, in my blood. So. But I just thought this would be so fantastic for people to see, and it's turned out great, because we try to do almost all the processes that we do to make the chocolates and make the candies right here in the front window, so at any time you can come in and see what we're doing.
It's wonderful.
Probably the most fun that we have is the candy cane thing that we do for the Christmas walk. When it's dark outside here and the kitchen is fully lit, we're making. You joined us on that.
I remember that several years ago. I pulled candy canes, and every year Graham's Chocolate provides the very first candy cane of the Christmas season.
There you go.
It is escorted from these hallowed halls.
Yes.
Led by the Geneva High School Marching Band all the way down 3rd Street. And of course, your wife is delightful in presenting on a beautiful little pillow.
Yep.
And every year she says, "Give me the pillow back." But that's okay.
that's my
There's one year I think I tried to keep it. I don't know what was wrong.
You just got nervous and said.
And then I hand the candy cane to the kids. Oh, it's incredible. It's warm. It's delicious. It's absolutely delicious.
Yeah, it's an experience that you've got to partake.
Oh,
in. You know, it's
and
there's lines of people here. And
I know.
Yeah, we probably do about 15, 20 batches, hundreds of candy canes in each batch. And
that's amazing.
Not a single one is sold. We just give them all away.
That's amazing.
So cool.
Now I hear the ice cream's pretty good too.
You heard right.
I know. I know. So in the summertime out here, there's people all day, all night.
Yep.
And especially in the evening, it's fun to see the folks out there enjoying their ice cream cone and watching the world go by.
Yeah, they'll sit out in the Adirondack. Well, it's the wintertime now, but you'll see the Adirondack chairs sitting out in front.
It's incredible.
It's fun.
It's awesome.
Cool. Yeah. So we like to think that we've become a destination here.
Oh, you have. So. There's no question about it. Just the simplicity of the box and the design of the logo, it's charming.
Oh, cool.
It's absolutely charming.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, it really stands out as a very special place. It does. So where to next?
Yeah. Well, do you want to go inside? And,
I do. That'd be fantastic. I think the viewers do as well.
Yeah.
Great.
Fabulous.
The hallway of a beautiful Greek Revival home, which is home to Graham's.
That's true.
I mean, and when you walk in, you said it earlier, coming to Graham's is an event.
Yes.
And coming into a building like this that has such history is part of that event.
Oh, man.
It's more than just a strip mall, if you will.
Right.
I mean, it's extraordinary.
I like that.
So can you tell us a little bit about the home itself?
The home itself was built by the Sackett family back in, they bought the property in 1849.
Wow.
Or 1848 for 50 cents, if you can believe that.
50 cents?
50 cents, yes. And then later built a house in 1868.
So you only have to sell 2 truffles and you can pay the mortgage.
I know, it's pretty darn cool. You know, things have changed a bit.
Things have changed a bit.
I think they spent about $3,000 to build the building. And that was in 1868. It was later bought by the Fisher family of Fisher Farms.
Of course.
They had the farm out there, and then this was their in-town house.
No kidding.
That they owned for many, many years. So they were the big residents in the place.
Yeah.
And then in the 60s, I think, is when it started to turn commercial.
Okay.
And have different businesses in here.
Sure.
And then we acquired it 1991 or something like that.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
So a few years after you've been here, it's like, now we want to own the building.
Oh, yeah, we were just
smart.
Like, at the, that was God. God in the works on that one.
Oh, man.
We were able to, it took us 3 days to buy the place.
Really?
Yeah, we saw it on the Sunday of Swedish Days.
Yeah.
We told the guy we were interested. Basically agreed on a price right there.
No kidding.
Tuesday, the next day, Monday, I had to get a friend of mine involved because at the time I didn't have the money.
Sure.
And Wednesday we were at their house with a contract.
Unbelievable.
We knew that any of these properties here on 3rd Street are so coveted that somebody would want to have a part of that, and we were just so glad that they were able to sell to us.
I mean, could you imagine Graham's Chocolate in any place other than an old Greek Revival home?
Yeah,
you really can't.
No, it's just fabulous.
It's amazing.
Looking at any of the other businesses that you see in different locations, and something is homey and something is grassroots and original.
It's comforting. Much like the chocolate we devour, it's comforting. It's awesome. And this is your thank you board from all the generosity. Now, Graham's Chocolate just not only provides the greatest delectables throughout town, but they also are an extraordinarily generous organization. I mean, your generosity is obviously self-evident, but this is the board that people constantly send notes thanking Graham's for their support, whether it's providing goodies, helping a fundraiser. It's amazing.
Yeah, and
the board's not big enough.
It isn't, and we probably have a box of what we did in 2012.
Really?
It's probably about that deep. Because really, it could cover this whole room
in just 1 year. Part of the Graham's archives.
The thank yous and things that we,
Isn't that something?
So cool. Yeah.
So is it true? I heard you're providing the official chocolate for the inauguration this year.
Okay, I'm supposed to go with that.
What else?
We can head upstairs.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. Whatever. Now, are these friends or just they happen to send you a picture?
No, this is. It all started with this couple over here. We had something to do with their engagement. And
no
I think we actually wrote something in chocolate like, "Will you marry me?"
Oh my goodness.
He presented it to her, and it was here in the store that he proposed in the front porch.
Oh.
So when they got married, they brought their wedding party over here and took their picture in front of the store.
Adorable.
And then sent us a thank you. And we just thought that was so cool. Well, we started seeing other wedding parties that were doing the same sort of thing. So we thought that's way too cool. So let's just put them up here in the store.
That's so neat.
So there's another group that we got up there. Of course, that one's got my daughter. There's Maddie. In the middle
there she is.
But there's another group on this side, and then my other daughter Janie. This blank spot over there is for one that's coming.
When's the next wedding?
Well, they had the wedding already occurred.
Okay. So waiting for the photo.
Pictures. Yeah, we're waiting for the photo. Yeah. So, and then this one here is a couple that rented out the whole store after hours and brought the whole reception was here. They actually were at Pietro's place.
Oh, sure.
Villa Ferrone.
Yep.
And he got a little like minivan, that held like probably about 25 people, and then took them, 25 at a time and down to here, and they came in and partook, and we just kind of ran a tab. And
did they help make the chocolates too? Or?
Oh, that would have been COVID.
That would have ruined a wedding dress.
They just sure what. But they see there they are. They took their picture up here. A few years back.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. And that was a lot of fun. It was after hours. So, well, we got shots of that. So let's head upstairs. Yeah.
Can you imagine walking up these stairs? Well, you do. Yeah. I could see Becky coming down the stairs, a beautiful gown.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't that be neat?
That'd help.
This has got to be a great spot for folks. See you guys.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
Oh my Lord.
That's all right. I'll follow you. Okay. We're doing some foxes, probably for somebody Fox Valley or.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. That's an older mold. That's not in production anymore, but we still have the mold, so we make them from time to time for Fox.
Because if I come to you with a special request, you'll actually make the mold.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And then make the candy from the mold, because I know you've done that for me. So that is really neat.
Yeah, we do that.
This is one of your expertise chocolatiers?
Yes, Mireya is working on some molding right now. Yep.
Wow, look at this.
All right, I'll start. She's doing teddy bears. You can see her unmolding them. She does the nose in a different colored chocolate.
Oh, neat.
And then molds them. Puts them on the tray. They're done in white chocolate. These particular ones are done in white chocolate.
Now, is this a special order from an organization, or is this something you just provide?
No, we'll do a lot of this. These molds are probably getting ready for Valentine's Day.
Oh, I see. Yeah, when is that?
Yeah.
That's got to be a huge day 14. For you.
It is. The day itself is fantastic.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Although it's a lot of last minute stuff.
I bet.
All for guys.
All the guys are.
Yeah, it doesn't really start until say February 8th.
Right.
And then it's all downhill until.
It should be so. It's Graham's, the last minute shop.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, we'll do what we can. Fulfill your order there at the last minute.
All this equipment.
Yes.
You've acquired it over the years, or is it something you had to acquire just to begin?
That's a great question because
to acquire all this equipment, I mean, my God, it's not only sophisticated, it's got to be very expensive.
Yes, it is.
Plus, it's filthy. Look at all the chocolate on it.
And yes, you got ingredients, everything else.
It's unbelievable.
Just a unique story of how I started things too. I knew before while I was working with somebody else, I knew that I would someday want to get in business for myself. So I just kind of started shopping around and going to different places where maybe the guy was getting rid of some equipment, or maybe they were going out of business, and started buying some stuff and then storing it. Actually, I stored it at Arlington Park Racetrack. Not Arlington Park, Maywood Park Racetrack.
You're kidding?
Yeah. They were kind enough to give me a small area there that they weren't using, and I had a whole bunch of equipment that.
So you knew the folks who ran Maywood?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, I knew somebody that worked there, a part owner at the time, I think. And they were able to store a few things.
Do you have horse molds here?
We do, in fact.
I bet you do. Harness racing molds?
We have a sulky, yes, we do.
Do you?
So, yeah. We all kinds of stuff that we have here. But I stored things and then went out looking and buying, everything that, a piece at a time.
Sure.
I knew I would use that. I knew I'd use that or something, and then just put it in the storage so that when the time came when I found a spot to go, I didn't have that cash out that had to be done immediately or right.
So they did it over time and balanced.
Yeah.
Now, the rumor is that these walls are actually made of chocolate. Is that true?
It is. It's true.
It's true. See, it's true.
It's much cheaper than using wallboard.
Wallboard. I love it.
Yeah. Although
I love it.
From time to time we get hungry and
sure. This is all marshmallow. This is good living. This is good living. Obviously, quality is everything.
Yes.
Taste is even more so. But how do you ensure that where you make the candy and how you make the candy and when it's sold, that quality and that beauty is maintained?
Oh, that's extremely important to us. Nothing is kept in the premises, but only a few days before it's sold.
Is that right?
If something doesn't come out right or it's getting close to its expiration, we put it in a what we call an uglies bin downstairs and sell it for half price. Strawberries, we make them that day. You buy them that day, take them home. If there's any left over, maybe employees will take them home, but a lot of times we'll if there's enough, we'll save them until the next day and then sell them for half price.
Wow.
Then that's about it. They can hand them probably one more day and then we just that's it.
Discard them properly. Wow.
But we as far as cleanliness and everything like that, we're very.
Oh, you can tell.
Our top concerns. So
it's like a doctor's office, for God's sake. I love it. I love it. Now, the orders that take place. Clearly, you have foot traffic. We know that. But you also have folks who order online.
Yes, we do.
Is that? I'm assuming it's grown exponentially.
Oh yeah.
What's that like, though? The orders you take, I'm assuming they're from all over the place.
Exactly. We're popular throughout the world. It's for many different reasons.
Popular throughout the world.
Yes. We've sent chocolates to China, to Australia, to Great Britain, to Japan. And usually it's the wonderful thing about the people in Geneva. They're ambassadors for us. They've either lived in this area or connected with somebody that's in this area that then told a friend in California.
So a lot of expats are saying, so the best chocolate I can get from Grams.
Yeah.
They hop online and boom.
Yep. And they'll send, like somebody who lives here will send the package out because they're proud of the things that are coming from their town.
Right.
Or even the Tri-Cities, St. Charles, Batavia, and Elgin and Aurora.
Of course.
They'll send it out and then that person will, enjoy what they have and become a customer.
A customer.
The easiest thing for them is to order online.
Unbelievable.
There's quite a bit, and there's, especially at Christmas time.
Oh, I can imagine.
Several hundred boxes going out our back door.
Is that right?
From purchases online,
Really?
Yeah, that's actually at that part of the last few months of the year are when the most online stuff happens.
Oh, that makes sense, I guess.
Because a couple of things. One, they don't live in the area and they want to take care of it quickly.
Sure.
And just that fact, they want to take care of it quickly. It might even be local people, but buying it online, you can, it's a quick and easy thing.
Sure.
You can do it at, when you're lying in bed at 10:30 at night. So. Yeah.
Which I often do. I get that Grams fix.
Good. I'm glad you're lying in bed.
Can you leave them outside so I can come by and pick them up too?
You can call in the off hours. We'll do our best.
That'd be awesome. I'll text you.
Yeah. Okay. That'd be cool.
We got more. This is just more space, of course.
Yeah. They're mostly stores. It's
mostly stores. Okay. Got it.
Pretty. But let's see if he's got the machine set up. You got the. Okay. Cool. All right.
This floor's from 1849.
Yes.
Amazing.
1848, yeah. Yeah, it's wonderful. It
is
works
Shane,
good.
is
It's
it?
easy to clean.
Yes,
Shane.
Shane, how are you, man?
Yeah. Good, how are you?
Good.
Yeah. The machine that Shane is using is a, let's see. We have power going through it?
Yeah.
I want to put it on high. Okay. There it is. Okay.
Check this out.
Yeah. He's doing one of the fun things that we do is chocolate covered potato chips. This wonderful thing on this machine is it enables us to do those. It'll blow the excess chocolate off with this blower here. Shaker also does the same sort of thing. When they start, they run through a curtain of chocolate, and then when they come out the other side, we'll shake off excess chocolate and also blow off the rest. And as you see, when they get about here, you can see it's just a very thin coating of the chocolate. They'll transfer to this canvas belt that then takes them through a cooling tunnel, and then they'll set up, the chocolate will set up firm, and then will be dumped out about 15 feet down the other end there. dumped out into a box. So it's a very basic.
Mrs. Untied's hair dryer for what purpose?
Right. It'll warm up any of the chocolates that might have gotten onto the edge of the machine or something like that that starts setting up. You can use that heat gun to melt them down and throw them back into the.
Now, Shane, is this punishment for you to do this, or is this the coolest side?
This is why I work here.
No kidding. So you're the potato chip guy?
Some call me the potato chip expert.
Is that right? That's cool. Wow. Is this part of the witness relocation program?
Don't tell anybody.
I won't tell anybody.
There you go.
Why is everybody who works here so thin and fit? It's like it's amazing.
It's a wonderful thing.
It's a wonderful thing.
Dark chocolate actually has a lot of healthy ingredients.
It does. That's what I've heard. Yeah.
So.
Wow, potato chips in chocolate.
Nice.
Oof.
I'll take.
We're back on the main floor of Graham's Chocolate on beautiful 3rd Street, and I always ask those I visit with, tell the viewers something that we don't know, either about Bob Untied or about Graham's.
Well, I bet most of the viewers may know this, but Graham is actually my mom's maiden name.
I did not know that.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, Graham's my mom's maiden name.
No kidding.
My last name is Untied.
Right.
And Untied Chocolates just was never going to make it, so, just by the sound of it. And
now, did you do marketing analysis, or was this just like a visceral?
It was just from the gut.
From the gut, I like
when you say Untied Chocolates.
Untied Chocolates.
Didn't have the same ring. And we actually were thinking of doing Geneva Chocolates at one point.
Wow.
But then we thought, if we, really what happened is Geneva was our, where we stayed. But we thought if we ever did do another store, it would be kind of fun. But Graham's, everybody can pronounce it. It's easy to,
So that's your mom's maiden name?
That's my mom's
No kidding.
Name. Yeah.
Wow. And what percentage of the royalties does she get?
Hopefully all.
Were there a lot of attorneys involved in this?
None at all.
Wow, you paid them off on chocolate.
I did.
Chips.
Future chocolates.
Future chocolates. That's awesome.
Futures, yeah.
So, your website, your telephone number, and your address. Tell everybody where we can find this extraordinary.
Our address is 302 South 3rd Street for the chocolate shop. We also have another location at 119 West Front Street in Wheaton.
Yes, you do.
And we have a coffee shop just 2 doors down called 318 Coffee House. That's at 318.
That is amazing.
Name.
That is amazing. Very creative, by the way.
I know. It's 318 South 3rd. All of these facilities are welcome for your visit, and you can also find us online at www.grahamschocolate.com or www.318coffeehouse.com.
Is there a link on both to the other two?
Yes, they are. Yeah. We're smart.
You are smart. All that chocolate's good for you. Clearly.
And if you'd like to give us a call, it's 630-232-6655.
Fantastic. Yeah. Celebrating a 1/4 century of service and succulence here. Cut that. I shouldn't say succulent.
He said it slowly.
I know. I had saying huanga. Okay. What's that? Celebrating a 1/4 century of service and sweets in downtown Geneva. It's the very popular, very friendly, very generous, and very successful Bob Untied of Graham's Chocolate. Thank you.
Kevin, it was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Fabulous.
Thank you.
Yep.
Never use the word succulent.